started on a rather sad note. News coming in is that 4 kindergarten children have been killed this morning after the structure under which they were learning collapsed on them. The incident took place at the Methodist Primary School at Jamara Brinya in the Central Region. Now, a number of the children have been left wounded from the collapsed structure made of cement blocks. We are joined on the phone by Richard Kojonyako with more. Hello, Richard. Now, how old are these kindergarten children?
Well, some are age 4, others 3, and there were some that are 5 years because they have not got into class 1 yet. And so these are their ages. It's a huge tragedy that has befallen the community and the entire school. The school authorities have been complaining of the state of that building, and there are cracks all over. And so they've been appealing for the structure to be worked on, but all of these appeals have not yielded dividends. So this morning when the students or the pupils came to school, they were collecting their canteen from them and the food that they bring from the house, and the structure collapsed on them, and 4 of them died instantly. The police are currently in the scene. They helped in the rescue effort. They did that together with the fire service, and so they were able to rescue some of them that are currently recuperating at the Bremene Sikuma Government Hospital. And the people, or the 4 students, have also been sent to the hospital morgue, and there is wailing in the school and in some parts of the community. The people are dejected, and the people there are also afraid for their lives because of what has happened.
All right, Richard, briefly, sorry to cut in, but briefly describe the structure to us. Is it very old and dilapidated, or it seems to be a new structure that was not put up properly?
Well, it's not a new structure. It's been there for some time, and it's a 3 classroom block that houses these school pupils. They've been complaining severally about the state of the structure, because if you enter some of the classrooms too, you see some of these structures in very deplorable or dilapidated states. They've been complaining, but the teacher said that, well, they cannot do anything about it other than complain. And so this morning, that was what they were served with, the structure collapsing on some of the school pupils.
All right, Richard, now you mentioned that the students who are injured have been sent to the Breman Jamra Hospital. Is this hospital capable of treating the kind of wounds that the children have?
They are currently at the Breman Isikuma Hospital. Okay. It's a huge hospital, and the villages around it serves as a referral center for the communities that are dotted around the Breman Isikuma part of the region. And so it's a huge hospital that is expected to take care of these people. So it is not really under-resourced. It's a huge hospital that takes care of even serious cases.
Richard, have you spotted any parents of these students, those who have passed on and those who are wounded in the hospitals? And what's the general mood of the pupils? Sorry about that.
Well, the parents are greatly disturbed. They are dejected. They are wailing. I spoke with one parent whose child is involved in this one. Fortunately, unfortunately for her, the child did not die and currently at the hospital. I met that woman at the hospital, and she was narrating to me how the child left home, and if care had not been taken, the child would have been part of the children that are dead now.
Thank you for those updates, Richard Kojonyako. But before you go, let's talk about the school authorities. What have they been saying and how are they reacting to this?
Well, now when it happened, the school has been greatly disorganized because the environment does not look as if school activities, teaching and learning could go on. A lot of the teachers are currently in the hospital, and some of them are also helping the police to gather information and to take the necessary actions thereafter.
And Richard, how did the building collapse? I'm just curious. Was there any external factors, or as you heard, or as was reported to you by eyewitnesses, it was just a collapse?
Well, there were no extraneous factors from what I learned from the teachers that were in the school at the time I visited the school this morning. What happened was that it was something that they were not expecting that it would happen, because nothing pushed the building, or there was nothing that was done to the building, all of a sudden the building collapsed on the children. So it was something that they did not anticipate would have happened this morning, even though they've been complaining incessantly about the nature of the building and the state of the building itself.
And thank you for the updates, Richard Kojonyako, my colleague, coming to us from the Central Region, where 4 kindergarten children have been killed this morning after a structure in which they were learning collapsed on them. We'll be following the story keenly and bring you updates as and when they are available.